One, two, one, two, one, 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 two, one, two. Yeah, here we go. You know how we do it. Disclaimers as usual. We're gonna go in on this real quick. We're gonna make quick work out of this, man. I'm gonna try my best to do a little something different this time. So let's rock and roll. Get this mic level right real quick. I think this is good right here. Let this rock for another 30 seconds and we go in. One, two, one, two. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining us. Once again, it's your host, Ace World, aka Mr. Smoke, coming to you with another exciting episode of Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. You know what it is. Opinion radio at its finest. You know what we do over here. So let's go into the bag this time. We're gonna do this like a quick semi-roast. Let's go into the dating game, quote unquote game, the game. Today's bag, we got Game Over, Death of the P.U.A. All right, Death of the P.U.A., man. Let's go into this. The P.U.A., short for the pickup artist. On the thumbnail, you see like a scoreboard. We're doing a video game here. All right. So on one side, you'll see Passport Bros 10. Other side, P.U.A.'s 2. And then you see the Pac-Man running away. Okay. But then it's game over, man. Death of the P.U.A. So let's get into this. You want to get into this? Let's do it. We're going to start going into the stream of a P.U.A., man. Let's go into the P.U.A. game. Okay, we're gonna share this. We're gonna see what this P.U.A. stuff is all about. We're gonna go with the fair use real quick. Fair use. This is for educational purposes. All right. We're gonna rock with that. We're gonna share the screen. Let's see what we got here. Let's go into this, man. Let's go into the tab, which is the title of this that we're gonna go into is wow. This is coming from a creator called Mr. Locario. The bad boy, quote unquote, bad boy of love, or bad boy, something. Sorry if I'm getting it mixed up, but he's, I guess, quote unquote, pickup artist. Him and his co-host, they teach classes on game. You know, game teach you how to get laid, how to get the girls. You know what I'm saying? So let's check it out. And as we go along, let's do a review on this video called "How You Get Pussy Matters." Are you tricking, simping, or have tight game? So these guys teach games. So let's go into the game. Let's go.
Oh, real quick, let's get to this trailer real quick. And we're gonna come back. We got to get into this topic, man, because I think a lot of guys think it's all the same thing, but it's not. Let's do this.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Now, let's give you some background on these individuals real quick. The first gentleman who hosts this channel, Mr. Locario, he was The first contestant ousted on a dating show, reality television show. I Love New York. Go check it out. Do your fact check. The second gentleman who said, snap your fingers every 15 minutes. There's a new one coming, 17, 18. 17 is illegal, sir, depending on what state you're in. 18 is like, okay, but this is a grown man who's married to 40 plus year old, overweight, single white mom. Okay. But he's telling young men how to pick up women. The same thing as the first gentleman ousted in the dating television, quote unquote, reality show. But let's continue. Let's see this panel of players, see what their perspective on game is.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Me neither.
Just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't. Seriously, you could look like Boris Joe. You'd be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust. They just like, oh no, not him. Nah, but the bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
Okay, Game Kings. For those out there, I mean, take your own discretion. Some of these gentlemen in the Game Kings intro do not necessarily look like top tier gentlemen that got game. Just judging from the looks and their appearances, you had the first guy kicked off for the dating reality show, who is the host of this. Following that, you had the first guy was what? Mr. Lucario, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Second, you had Mr. Steve Dean Williams, who was allegedly married to an overweight single white mom for over 10 years. I don't know why anybody that's married over 10 years would be, quote unquote, trying to give game. Who knows? I guess the other gentleman was Mr. Brown from the popular show The Browns on TBS and TNT from back in the days. The other dude, I don't know. He looked like he's a fiend. I don't know what he is. Like, he looks crazy. He looks strung out. Somebody needs to take him home and feed him. I don't know. Let's get into this, man. This is a train wreck.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
That totally made no kind of fucking logical sense. He just talked in a circle. But I'm just saying, Mr. Brown. Give it up for Mr. Brown, goddammit.
All right, we back. Let's go. Let's make this happen. So, shout out to everybody else that came in. Shout out to the chat, all that other good shit. And remember, guys. Oh, before we start, remember the Masculine Identity membership is out right now. You guys need to get on that ASAP. Go to masculine identity membership.com. Right the fuck now. Matter of fact, let's just play this shit. Fuck that. Let's go.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com.
Let's talk about this masculine identity membership.com. What do I get out of this? Do you teach me? Let's see. Let me guess. I'm guessing. Masculine identity membership. Does it teach me how to purchase a 10-year-old Porsche? Does it teach me how to match my sneakers with the interior of an old car? I don't know. Well, let's figure this out as we go along. Very strange to me. It's teaching you how to get in and out of the car with matching sneakers. Let's continue.
Yeah. Make sure you get up on that. Yeah. So make sure you get up on the Bad Boy membership. And remember, the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership next year, the prices are going to go up. So you got to get on there now if you want to get the best deal. So go to badboymembership.com and Masculine Identity membership.com and jump on both of those and let's get that shit cracking now.
Real quick, he got them Puff Daddy eyebrows, right? Like that Puff Daddy-ish look. So I guess that's why he coined the phrase bad boy. It's like if Puff Daddy and SpongeBob or Slimer from Ghostbusters, like all three of them had a weird situationship, as Jada would call it. And he's the end result of it. This is crazy. Bad boy. He's bad. Let's see how bad you are, dating coach.
Today's show, guys, man, the game, oh my goodness, it's gonna be so heavy. I feel like I've talked about this before. And guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. And if you want to call in, 516-387-1224 is the number. Now, title of the show is How You Get Pussy Matters. Okay? How you get pussy matters. So a lot of guys think that it don't really matter how you get pussy. So some dudes, they'll, just all out simp to try to get some pussy. They'll do whatever it takes. They'll wine and dine a chick. They'll speak to a girl on the phone forever. They'll do all of this shit. And then eventually, let's say 90 days after the fact, she might give him some ass. And he's like, well, fuck it. At least I got some pussy, right?
Okay, let's break that down. Okay, so this is called How You Get Pussy Matters. I guess if you're a dating coach trying to sell a product, masculine something improvement, sneaker matching, interior car seat improvements, I guess it matters. To most folks, to be honest, I'm going to give this guy a spoiler alert, especially being the first guy that was eliminated from the dating game, okay? from reality show. Okay. I think to most people, end game is what matters, end result. Okay. So those that are watching, some may be like, well, it does matter, and some may be like, it doesn't. But let's take a few things into factor before we go into this. Let's gauge number one, how important is quote unquote pussy? Okay. To you in your life as an individual. That's one level to this. Number two, what value do you place on quote unquote pussy? What's the value placed on this? Okay. Number three, are you looking to just get the pussy and move on to the next quote unquote pussy? Or are you looking to stay around and keep the pussy? Or try to cuff the pussy or whatever. So your intentions on what you plan on doing with the pussy do come into factor when he brings up this argument. So let's take that into consideration while listening to this. Let's proceed.
Another nigga, he's going to trick. He's going to go out. He's going to be tricking, giving chicks money to fuck. You know, he might fly overseas and trick, do that type of shit. What happens is that you're doing all this extra shit to get the pussy. And he's like, well, at least I get to fuck, right?
Okay. So let's dissect that real quick. So you got guys doing a lot of extra shit, flying overseas to get the pussy, doing this and that to get the pussy. Let's break that down. Flying overseas to get the pussy. Okay. So I don't know whether he meant taking women on vacation to get the pussy, but I think he was more saying flying overseas is throwing a shot at Passport Brothers, talking about you're flying overseas to get the pussy. Okay. So let's dissect that. Flying overseas to get the pussy. Okay. Because remember, these guys don't have quote unquote game. So instead of investing $1,000, $2,000 into his quote unquote game program to learn how to kick game to the same quote unquote bitches that don't want to fuck with you because you ain't got no game. Okay. When you can just take the same money and just go somewhere where your status is immediately elevated, quote unquote, according to these guys, because like you know, your status is elevated when you go other places. The dollar goes further. Just like if you're a European coming to America, your pound goes further. You're able to do more with your money. So it works in reverse if you go to a place where your dollar is worth more. Okay. But I think he would rather you keep your dollar and learn game instead of kind of getting a passport. That's like a cheat code. But we'll get into this because maybe he has a little envy for those that have a cheat code. Like he wants you to invest in this program. So let's go.
Now, what happens is that you have a guy who has game and he uses his game because his game is tight as fuck, and then he gets to get, you know, the chick and have sex with her. Now, what you have to understand is that in all of those different situations, right, you're not getting the same type of pussy. So if you're the type of guy who can get pussy by a woman actually being interested in you sexually, right, she's enamored by your sex appeal, and she desires to fuck you, you feel what I'm saying? Then that means that you're actually going to get some good ass pussy.
Okay, so let's break that down. Is that true or false? I agree and I disagree. I agree because humans, although we are at pretty much the highest level on the food chain as far as animal species known to us, okay, you have what we call animal attraction. She's attracted to you. You're attracted to her. You're going to go at it like two animals, okay? So by him saying, well, if you got to buy it, well, you're not going to get the same product. The product is actually the same, but the performance of the product is different. Okay. And I understand that. But at the end of the day, it depends on what you're looking for the product to do for you. Okay. So if you're looking to be making love and do all that, or if you're just looking to go to town real quick, clap, 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 have a nice day. See you later. You don't need game if the product is selling itself. So you can buy his product, which is how to kick game. But it depends. Do you need game? Does game fit into what you are looking for? I don't know. Let's see.
Right now, if you tricking, a lot of times women will give you just enough to get the job done. You understand? Now, this is the interesting part about paying for pussy. See, what makes a woman give you really good, passionate sex where the shit is on point, she really wants to make shit happen, is her actual desire for you.
Mm-hmm.
A woman can't desire you if you are paying her.
I agree, absolutely, sir. But at the same time, I think that, like, and this is weird, but think outside the box, ladies and gentlemen. She can't really desire you if you're paying for the pussy. Okay. But how important is this quote unquote pussy to you? Are you looking to just jump behind it, beat it up real quick, and blast off and be like, I don't give a fuck if she's satisfied or not? Because some guys are looking for that. They're not really looking to please women and have them long term. So they're just looking to get theirs. Just like sometimes it's just like you just trying to get off real quick and keep it moving. Okay. So he says if you're paying for it, you're not getting the same pussy. Well, I'm just saying, obviously, she wasn't attracted to you from the beginning. And that's why you're paying for it and not getting it for free, right? That makes sense to anybody? Okay. So since she did not find you attractive, or at the same time, if her job is selling it, okay, so you can't get it for free because it's her job. She's selling it. So if you're just like, well, I'm going to buy it, okay, so you buy it, okay. You may not be looking for outstanding pussy, backflips, gymnastics, all of that goofy shit. Just looking to fuck, and blast off and get the fuck up out of there. That's the concept of it. But since she didn't find you sexually attractive and the looks of you didn't get her pussy wet, you had to pay. Whether it was in a casual situation, not in a pay for play exchange situation. So it still equals the same thing because it still equals the same pussy. So if you're taking a chart of the pussy, that pussy will be listed on the quote unquote game chart because he talked to his game, got the pussy over X amount of time. And then the guy was like, well, she didn't like me and I didn't have any games. So I just paid $100 and got the pussy real quick. But is that a different pussy? Or is it the same pussy? You went two different routes to get to the same pussy. Am I right? You may have got more gymnastics out of the pussy because she found you more attractive. But at the end of the day, those that couldn't get the pussy because they were not attractive and they didn't have game, so they couldn't quote unquote game their way to the pussy for free. They just took a shortcut and just said, here's the money, give me the pussy. Okay. and I think that's why this guy's mad. So let's continue. Oh boy, this is like backwards math for bad salesmen. But I get it. You're trying to sell a product. So this is totally stupid. Trying to shame somebody who went the fastest route to it, opposed to somebody that paid you to learn game and try to work their way around it. Because at the end of the day, that same pussy is on those same two individuals. I got the pussy list. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying. right? It makes logical sense. But to somebody selling a product on how to get pussy with game, like how to basically he's telling you to pay me to take the long route. So that's why he's mad that you were able to possibly get a passport, go somewhere, get a lot more pussy, more bang for your buck, and provide receipts. Because if you don't have game, you're Point Dexter. But he's mad that Point Dexter went overseas, got some pretty good looking pussy, put it on Facebook. Hey, I got good looking pussy. And he'll come and say, but you pay for it. Well, yeah, it was a lot cheaper for me going directly to the source because she didn't find me beautiful. I didn't make her pussy wet, so I just bought it real quick. And it was just an easy exchange. I didn't need your game package. I'm just saying. So let's continue with this crazy shit.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're paying for pussy, a woman can't fully desire you. I don't care how much she's trying to put on a show like she does. Understand she doesn't desire you like that. Because automatically from the fact that you're paying her, right? That makes you less attractive. You understand what I'm saying? Because what makes you attractive when she's attracted to you sexually is that sex appeal, and that sex appeal is about you.
Was that a fucking word salad? That's crazy. See, that she's sexually attracted to you or not, dude. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And it depends on if she's selling her quote unquote pussy or not, right? So this guy's basically talking in circles, confusing those that are having a hard time getting the quote unquote pussy. So let's continue. Let's let him keep confusing those that average at best guy that's married in an open relationships idea on how to get pussy. Meanwhile, other men are fucking his wife's pussy because he's in an open relationship. This is weird. Let's go.
So when she's fucking you, she's all about you. Now, when you're paying her, what happens is that the desire for her to deal with you is the money. You understand what I'm saying? Is the money, right?
How about this? Let's think outside the box. If her desire to deal with you is the money, okay, not because you got game, not because she's sexually attracted. Think about it like this. How about money equals sexual attraction? So, for example, if she's quote unquote selling her pussy and giving it to you for free because you've got game, but she's sexually attracted to Mr. Lucario, thing, right? She's not attracted to me, but her rent is due. Her rent is due every month. Mr. Lucario can get the pussy for free, so he can fuck her in between. But in order for her to have me, who she's not attracted to, keep paying her to fuck me, she's got to fuck me very well to stay on the payroll. Because if I'm willing to pay her, she has to realize if I'm willing to pay her to fuck me and I'm not getting a good performance, I'll just take my money and go elsewhere. That's common sense. That makes sense, right? Does that make sense? So this logic is backwards as fuck. She's fucking me for the money. Yeah, every person that's in business doing things for money wants repeat customers. Spoiler alert, jackass. All right. Let's continue with this goofy dumb shit. He's talking in circles. This is retarded, but he's selling dreams.
Right? Now, what you have to understand is that the reason why she's fucking you is because of the money. And in most cases, if you didn't have the money, she wouldn't be fucking you. So now,
which is the whole reason why I have to pay her to fuck her. Okay? He's just talking in circles, which is stupid. If you're paying her to fuck her, she won't fuck you as good. We debunk that because she needs to fuck you better because she's getting paid for it. She wants you to come back and keep giving her money. Spoiler: women love money. Okay, that's number one. So she's probably gonna give you her best pussy if you're paying her, and she wants to have you keep coming back to give your money to her for her quote unquote pussy. Because if you're buying pussy, there are a lot of women that are selling the same pussy. Pussy is a standard equipment that comes on women when they're born. Okay, the pussy. There are 8 pussies born to every dick. Okay, I'm just saying. So it would be in her interest if she's smart to fuck the guy that's paying her the money pretty good. Because if he's willing to pay for pussy, he'll buy it anywhere. So it doesn't matter. Her pussy's not special. So I wouldn't want to put on a lackluster performance unless it's like your job, where it's like a fast food and you just sell the pussy. One, sell a pussy, move next, sell a pussy, sell a pussy, sell a pussy. I don't know. I'm not trying to devalue pussy, but it's just pussy. So it's all about in the buyer of the pussy, like what value you put on the pussy. I don't know, but this guy seems to be over valuing the value of the pussy. But let's go.
Now she's doing something because she feels she has to. And when someone does something because they feel they have to, right? Usually they're not doing it with any type of passion or any type of energy where they actually want to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me address this goofball, Josh Timsey. He said, 2 suckers in open relationship teaching you how to get hoes. Them losers can't help you. Stop wasting your money and time listening to them. Call up, Josh. I bet you won't call up. I want Josh to call up. But I'm going to say this real quick because this is the stupid shit.
I like that.
I just love to address. I can't help it. This is my sickness. I have to stop addressing the trolls, but it's just too much fun because they're idiots.
Listen to this goofy shit. See, he has a wedding ring on, so he's married. And the comment was 2 suckers in an open relationship teaching you how to get hoes. These losers can't help you. Stop wasting your money and time listening to them. Which is a good point. Okay. But let's listen to Mr. Lecario explain his way out of this. Because he's married. Okay. Now this gets weird. Because if he is in an open relationship, that means other men are smashing his lady, which is next level weird. So you got to be on something different. But let's see. Let's check it out.
Now, think about it this way. If I am a business person or businessman, and I own multiple businesses, wouldn't it make sense for you as a person learning how to try to get to learn business, to learn business from a person who owns multiple businesses, who can manage multiple businesses? So if I'm in an open relationship and I'm dealing with multiple women and you're coming here to learn how to deal with women, wouldn't it make sense for you to listen to someone who knows how to deal with multiple women? You fucking idiots. You see how stupid these motherfuckers sound? These guys.
Damn it.
Don't listen to these guys. They're dealing with multiple women. How are they going to teach you how to deal with a woman? Stupid.
What's even funnier, you could have multiple women, but how do they look? Okay. How do they look, man? Because you could have 10 pennies, but I'd rather have 1 dime. You could have a nickel and 2 pennies, but I'd rather have 2 nickels. So it depends on how you weigh this out and how you do the math. Because remember, he's never saying he's rocking with nice looking women, right? He just says women. So that's the disclaimer. He just says women. He doesn't say they look. So they could be 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. So it's easy to have a bunch of 1s. Instead of 5 ones, I'd rather have 1 nickel. Takes up less space, more efficient, easy to flip into the next set. Do the math.
Like, come on, man. Y'all make this shit too easy to make fun of y'all. Like, why? Like, come on, bro. Give us a challenge.
But Josh, call in though.
Call in though. I would love for you to call in. I would love it.
Call in. State your case.
Exactly.
And look, it's only us two. It's not like you calling in a Real Game No Theory show.
Right. Exactly.
Where you got a bunch of sharks that's gonna get you. It's just us, bro. We chilling. Right. It's Friday. You know
what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, guys. The way you get pussy matters. Now, think about it this way. Some dude's gonna be like, man, that's some bullshit. Whatever. It don't matter how you get it. Okay, cool. Now check this out. Imagine you trying to get money. Are you trying to tell me it doesn't matter how you get money?
Now, this is very simp black behavior because now he's comparing pussy to money. This is really crazy. This like look at this comparison. He's comparing how you earn your money to how you get laid. This is really weird. Check this shit out.
So if you want to get money, we could just start robbing and stealing, right? We could start.
No. Forget robbing and stealing. Niggas is ready to suck dick.
Real weirdo shit, man. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You go from how to get sucking dick equals getting pussy. That was real weird, bro. I'm gonna let that pass because I don't really understand the correlation between the two of them. But let's go back to the other dude. So he's like, if he's comparing money to pussy. So this is so crazy how he put himself out there. The nigga said, yo, if you trying to get money, you're just gonna start robbing and stealing. So he's trying to say that if you, quote unquote, pay for the pussy because she was never interested in you anyway, so you just had to go that route because you wanted the bitch that bad. You had to pay for the pussy, okay? According to him, right? And that was your end means. You're actually paying for the pussy, okay? The product. And he turns it into, so if he's equating the pussy to money, and you want money and you want pussy, right? So if you're paying for the pussy, he's trying to equate that you're stealing the pussy. Totally ass fucking backwards what this girl is saying. Think about that. So because you paid for the pussy, you're stealing it. No, you're actually paying for it. Like, because you have game and you told a bunch of stories or you worked and finagled your way around, you're verbally stealing it. Could you look at it that way? I don't know. That's a kind of funny way to look at it. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. I'm just a dude that gets pussy. Right? Let's continue. This is so weird. So he's comparing money to pussy. So if you pay for pussy, you're stealing it. If you don't got game, any other way you go around it, you're stealing the pussy. Like the pussy is gold. There's a formula to getting the pussy, and you have to pay him to get to it. Let's go.
Exactly, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Put the button on. Put it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because dudes, they say it don't matter as long as you get it. So if I said, okay, cool, you're gonna suck dick, you're gonna rob and steal, right? You're gonna do some illegal shit for the money. That's cool. We're gonna sell some drugs. That's all right then.
That's it. Yeah.
Right. It don't matter, right? So the same thing applies for this. See, a lot of dudes will trick and then in the same breath get mad at bitches for wanting to use them for their money. You understand what I'm saying? Dudes will trick and then get mad that the chick isn't really interested in them. You have to understand, because you're getting pussy by tricking, you have to understand that the woman is not interested in you sexually, because if she was, you wouldn't have to pay.
Exactly. And that's why game is over for you motherfuckers. Because at the end of the day, she wasn't interested in you from the beginning. That's where you had to pay. Come on, dog. This is insane to me. He just talked in a circle. It really is it's crazy to me when these folks talk in a circle. This was the wildest shit. And it gets worse, man. But I'm just gonna end that right there. No disrespect, dog, but your game is trash. I'm not gonna get on your looks. You would be considered, I guess, amongst the female community, average at best. Both of you gentlemen. Um, and I'm not here judging men, no homo. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, quote unquote. But like I said, he never. But listen, it depends because if he has a bunch of girls, because he said he has a bunch of ladies. If they're all 1 on a scale of 1 to 10, he can be average as a 5, like he appears to be. These gentlemen appear to be like an average looking gentleman. Okay. So even if you're like, well, yeah, whatever. So whatever you grade them as, if you have a bunch of 1s, it's easy because it's easy for a 5 to get with a 1. So remember, all this time, the disclaimer is the P.U.A. never says what the women will look like and what your results are going to be. They're never guaranteed. But ultimately, I think the synopsis of this whole thing is the pussy is the pussy. So if you say, hey man, I fuck Mary Jane. Yeah, I used my game. It took X amount of time. Okay. And then Poindexter says, yeah, fuck Mary Jane. Yeah, how long did it take you? Shit, I just met her. I gave her $50 and it was over. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same pussy. It may not have been passionate, but at the end of the day, they both fuck Mary Jane. And that's the conclusion to this, man. So I don't know. Like some gentlemen may overvalue the quote unquote pussy. It is what it is, but I wouldn't be investing $1,000, quote unquote, into a bunch of average at best looking gentlemen who have no receipts on quote unquote pussy they got with their quote unquote game. But at the end of the day, you have Poindexter who says, and I got no game, man. I got a passport. I went overseas. And quote unquote, them hoes love me, man. And here's my pictures. It's all over Facebook. So that kind of looks like Poindexter is winning the quote unquote lame that the ladies didn't want. They ignored him. He went on to get a good job. Meanwhile, niggas like this are trying to teach you game. The guy that went on to get the good job is the CEO of the company or the manager. The guy with game, he works in the mailroom or he's the janitor sweeping the floor. Ultimately, the janitor sweeping with the floor, he used his game to fuck Mary counting. But unfortunately, it took him 6 months to use his game to work. And at the end of the day, the lame Poindexter, who became the manager, fuck Mary real quick just because he's the manager. So that means production and work. And ultimately, money trumps game from the look of it. You understand what I'm saying? It works both ways. The pool boy does fuck the guy's wife. But at the end of the day, the rich guy is probably fucking a whole bunch of other ladies anyway. It didn't matter at that point. So who wins, who loses is up for debate. But at the end of the day, man, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure once again. Once again, I like to claim fair use for the Mr. Lucario Game Kings Network material, and this is what we do, man. Let's not hate on other dudes making other moves. Game, is it worth it or not? Is it I don't know, man. You tell me at the end of the day. Purchase the how to get woman kit or not. But at the end of the day, thanks for sharing. I mean, thanks for coming through, share, like, subscribe, all that good shit. And let's get up out of here with a couple of promos, man.
So, okay, let me ask you this question. Yes. Do you know this other person? Do you know his name, what he looks like, if he's married, has kids? Do you know him?
So
has he said some things that are, borderline crappy or whatever, and then he backs it up with this is opinion radio? Yeah, he's done that.
Come on, Slam. No wonder why I blocked you. That's absolute insanity.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.